Hi there, thanks for checking out our channel. This is just going to be a kind of an overview testing video, whatever you want to call it, of a Gallagher B280. This is it's a mid-range battery unit, 12 volt model that Gallagher puts out. This is a non-solar, this is just straight 12 volt only. You can get these with the solar kit, which will come with a solar panel, a bracket, all the wiring, and the regulator built into the wired onto the panel already. So these can be set up with a solar panel deal, but most of these are just used strictly as a 12 volt only. But it's a pretty slick little unit, real reliable. This particular unit's a 2014 model. They started making this back in 2005, and as of 2019, there's here in the States at least, they're still making them. So they've got, a 13, 14 year, run with them so far. But we repaired this for a customer and got them fixed up on it. So, if you've got one of these B280 Gallaghers, we'd be happy to look at it for you. They also make a B180 and a B80 as well. They're different on the inside. The B80's got a few less features than this one, and the B180 I think is a little different as well. It's just definitely different on the inside, but may have some different features on here. But what's cool about this one I like compared to some of the other brands, SpeedRite's got their variation of this kind of stuff. They got a SpeedRite 3000 or 2000 or 1000. They've got some switches on there. You can see your battery voltage. I like this particular brand a little bit better than the SpeedRite stuff. What's nice about the Gallagher stuff as well, and I'll pop this unit open so you can kind of see the inside of it a little bit. Gallagher versus the SpeedRite stuff, what I like about this particular unit and everything compared to like a SpeedRite 2000, which would probably be fairly close to what this is, Gallagher uses they use a combination of surface mount and through hole components, so old school and new school. I think some of the older old school, some of those electronics are bigger, bulkier, handle the stress a little bit better. When you open up a SpeedRite 3000 or 2000 or whatever, their little board they have in there has almost 98% of it probably is all surface mount stuff, and you'll see that board all discolored and stressed out and turning black and brown in spots. Gallagher boards don't typically do that. They usually just go bad from just age or lightning or something like that. They usually don't go bad just from stress. They usually hold up pretty well because they use those big bulky components on their stuff. But this one's got a little battery check symbol function to it. This is your off. This is full power, half power. This is your night saves. This is for if you got animals active more during the day than they are at night when they go to bed, you can turn it to here if you want. You kind of conserve battery, and you put on half power and get a little bit. It won't have as much shock on the fence, so it doesn't pull as much on their battery. Most people, I'd say 90% of them, just put it to the full power and let it run. So, but we'll I got my meter little gauge here hooked up to it. And we'll turn it on here. We'll first I got my battery power supply deal set to 12.5 volts to see what this little gauge will show. Now, depending on where the voltage is on the battery, will tell you how far up this goes. This should have the bottom two are red, middle two are yellow, and the top two are green. So we'll put it over here and see we're all but the very, very top lights. If I crank my voltage up to 13, now you can see how it goes up. If I drop this battery voltage down, you can see how it it changes as the voltage on the battery decreases. So that's what's nice about this. If it goes out, turn it off, turn it back on, and it'll go up again. Or it should turn off for a moment, and then we'll turn it back on over here. There. See, I got 12.4 volts on it. Shows it's in the yellow. I crank it up to about 13 or so. It goes all the way to the green, top green. So that's what's kind of nice. This thing will change on the fly depending on what your voltage is on the battery. So now we're just going to flip it on to full power. Hold on. Got some leads touching down here at the bottom here. My fence and ground are touching pretty close. Let me change this up a little bit. I can't get them to separate. We'll just pinch the wire on itself and give myself a little move, or a little room here. Alright, now we'll go back to this again. See, it shows about 9-10,000 volts on this B280. This is a 2.8 store joule unit. Probably outputs about 2 joules, or 1.5 to 2, I'd say. Speed right, just as a kind of compare apples and oranges on their stuff. Speed right rates all their stuff in output joules, which is a lower number than what stored is. So if it's speed right 2000, it's 2 output joules. Stored joules is probably 3, 3.5, 3.2, something like that. So a 3 output joule unit is probably 3.5 to 4 stored joules, something like that. So, but if you noticed over here, all the lights will turn on and flash all the way to the green if you've got no heavy load on your fence. And after about 10 or 12 pulses or something like that, it will show only 1 light on there. And that's just to kind of conserve a battery consumption. See, and it just shows 1 light. Now, as you get a load on your fence, and we'll hook up a load to this to kind of simulate that. I've got 2 loads here. Let's see, what's the first one? I've got a standard load, which is a 500 ohm load, and then I've got a little bit heavier load, which is a 150 ohm load. But I gotta find my loads here. Just a second. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to hook up my 500 ohm load, and what this will do, put just a standard amount of resistance to the unit, which this will simulate a, not a heavy load like if you had a bunch of grass on the fence or something like that, but it is simulate enough to let you know what you got going on. And we've got a heavier load here that will drag it down even more. So I'm going to hook up this load here, but what you'll see when we do this, you'll see how the lights won't go all the way up into the top green. It might go into the middle, low green, or middle, or the lower green, or the yellow or red, depending on how much we load it down. So I've got a 500 ohm load hooked up to it. Now you'll watch this light graph over here. So you didn't go all the way in the green. You can see the voltage isn't climbing as high. We're getting about 5.5 kV out of it now. So if your fence is clean, you got a good ground, you should get that all the way to the top green, and 9,000 volts out of it at least. Now we're going to hook up a little bit heavier load. This is a 150 ohm load compared to 500 ohm, so it's going to drag it down pretty hard. It'll probably drag it down into the yellow, if not the red. So this would simulate a really bad short on your fence. And as soon as you fix a problem on your fence, that light will go all the way up to the green again, or climb up somewhat, depending on what else you've got going on your fence. So it doesn't take it, a couple pulses to build back up. As soon as you fix a problem and you turn the unit back on, it should go right back up to the top green. It doesn't take it a moment to build itself back up again. All right, I've got the second load hooked up. Now watch this. It won't go. The 500 ohm load dragged it down to about 5,500 volts roughly, and we got down. It dragged it down just down to that green light there. Now we'll put a heavier load on there. It's going to drag it down even more. So we'll turn it on. See, now we're down into the yellow, the bottom yellow. We're only getting 2,500 volts out of it down over here. So as soon as I pull that load off, let's see if I can do this without getting shocked. So I pull that load off. See how it went right back up to 10,000 volts or so, and the green light, or lights went all the way to the top green. So, see, it didn't take, I had to unhook the load for a second, but other than that, it didn't take no time at all for it to go back up to the top again. So that's what's nice about this. This thing will change on the fly. As soon as you fix a problem, turn it back on, it's going to go right back to where it needs to go. So, and all the Gallagher battery units that are like this, B80, 180, 280, are all like this. They've got some plug-in models now that have a graph either like this or in a different location, but they all operate same kind of way. The only difference is the plugins, none of the lights. How this one, after a while, only showed one light flashing. The plug-in ones will show all the lights all the time because you're getting constant power from your outlet. You're not worrying about a battery running down or something like that. So this is just a quick testing video. Hopefully you liked the video. If you've got one of these that's broken, not working right, or something, give me a call or send one to us. But there's the inside of it. That's what it looks like. You got your transformer here, the capacitor, and the circuit board. Surface mount stuff, a lot of it's on the back side of the board. I mean, there's a few small things somewhere. No, it's all on the back of the board. There's a lot of surface mount over here. But look at all this stuff. All this other stuff is all through-hole, big, bulky components. It's nice about the Gallagher. They make a really, really good unit. Real reliable. So if you've got a unit and you're just tired of it breaking down all the time or whatever, if you're looking for an alternative unit to maybe look into, Gallagher's a good one to look at. Now, they are a little more money than some of the other brands, but they're a better built product. They've got a 3-year warranty and all their stuff as of 2018, I think it was, January 2018, and going forward, they came out with all their units that were on the shelf, and brand new ones coming into the stores and stuff were all being sold with a 3-year warranty now. So they were 2-year warranty for a long time. Now they're a 3-year warranty. So that's a pretty good deal. So it's a good product. Just compared to some of the other brands out there, they're a lot better built. They are more money, but they're better built. So hopefully, this video helps you out. If you've got one you want help troubleshooting with, give us a call, or you can go to our website and send us an email through there. Our website is fencerfixer.com. That's Fencer and Fixer, both spelled with an F as in Frank. We work on all brands of these things, not just Gallagher. We work on Speedrite and PowerMac and Zariba, Power Wizard, Dare. I don't know. There's a Cyclops. There's a lot of brands out there. Stay Fix. A lot of brands out there nowadays, and there's some that are made by the companies with different stamps on the front just to make them look different, but all the guts are the same. We work on old ones from the 60s and 70s, even older. I imagine we've got some that have been in from the 50s. But if it's electric fence related, we'll take a look at them. We don't turn anything away. If we get something in for repair, we'll give you a free quote. We won't charge anything for looking at it. If you say, yep, let's get it done, then we'll proceed on fixing it and getting it back to you. If you say, no, I don't want to fix it, there's no charge for us looking at it unless you want it back, and then it's just a freight charge only. And we do give 18-month warranties on everything that we work on. So that's a pretty good deal. We don't cover water damage or bugs or mishandling, fell off the back of the truck, got ran over by a tractor. We don't cover that kind of stuff, but lightning damage and this malfunction of a repair that we've done, we'll cover that for you. So that's a 1.5-year warranty on everything. So, hopefully this was some benefit for you to watch and learn a little bit about it. If you got a unit like this or another model of Gallagher, another brand, whatever, we'd be happy to take a look at it. And until we do another video of how to fix something or how one is worked on or how it operates or whatever, we will see you later.